Gonna try to get this in before Tucker's owners get here for their lesson. Sits at the door. Tucker, here, sit. No. No. Sit. Okay. Here. Here. Go on. Sit. Ready? You guys can come in. Oh, go. Sit.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Cold enough for you?
Yeah, well, I figured I'd keep the garage door closed for
Yeah.
part of this. I don't know if there's anyone down at Short Sands today.
I didn't see many people. I saw one lady with her little dog headed towards the beach, but that's all I saw.
Yeah, we just came from Pepco, so
Uh-huh.
I can show you some strategies
Okay.
and stuff.
Okay. It is wicked cold out there, you
That's the bad thing about having a puppy this time of
know.
year.
I know. Do you do a lot of training all through the winter?
Yes.
Yeah. It must be tough.
Ah, we're here, sweetie.
I know you are.
Okay.
He's being so nice.
Good boy, Tucky. You're a good boy, huh? Okay. I was just doing on camera, the door.
Okay.
You know how you mentioned how he goes through the door?
Okay.
So Tucker, go. Yeah, there's your daddy. Sit. So if he was to get up at this point, I'd walk right into him and give him a correction, right?
Okay.
Even if it is to sniff daddy.
Okay.
So I've been timing for about a minute.
Uh-huh.
Can you step a little ways that way the camera's on?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Totally ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I like that idea.
Of course, it's easier with the e-collar on.
Yeah, yeah.
So notice I still have a leash on him and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good at sitting at the door. I've been practicing that. But the minute I try to get him far enough back so that when I get the door open, he won't, and say okay, he won't just crash out.
Well, don't say okay until you're outside the door. You're ready. Ah! I said it. That wasn't my fault. Outside the door. Okay. Good boy. Sit. Good boy.
So,
Okay.
would you suggest that I practice every time he goes out with the leash?
Yes.
Okay. See, that's good.
Yes, and also have some practice time where you do just that. It doesn't have to be overly long. You know, I do just about like 4 of those where I'll have a minute where I stand outside, then
Yeah.
release him, and sit him when he comes out.
One thing that both of them do is we have tons of squirrels in the yard, and they see them and they go to the door. And so that'd be a really good distraction test for me to get outside the door before he, because the minute that door is open, they are, crashing out to get
Yeah.
that squirrel.
Yeah. And don't forget, your other one hasn't been trained here, so
Yeah,
he'll be influenced by her, so you have to be right on him.
yeah,
Be sure that he knows that just because she's going out there,
yeah.
doesn't mean he needs to go out there, you know? All right, who wants to try that one?
Stay.
Now, if he goes towards the door when you go to open it, you can also slam it shut in his face.
Oh, okay. Should I go ahead and do that now?
Yep.
Stay.
Do not make sure that you have enough leash so that you're not going to pull on the leash when you go through the door.
So I have to go on out now?
Yep. Don't pull on it though. Yep.
Sit. Good boy. Stay. Stay.
And then we'll go for a minute right now. I might have to bring that down to 30 seconds, but I'll let you know when to release him. Okay, so now you're going to release him and then have him sit as soon as he gets through the door.
Okay.
And then you can bring him back in.
This way.
You want to try that again?
Okay. Stay. Do you use hand signals ever?
Sometimes. They're not magical though. Remember that.
Yeah, I think he sort of knows. Sit.
Usually not in the beginning of training because you need the dog's attention, and so if you give them hand signals when they're distracted, it's not very useful. Okay, you can release them.
Okay, Tucker.
You can come back in.
Okay.
Okay.
Hand him off the window.
Hey, here.
That's right, he's,
Come on, here. Sit.
Just make sure you do have enough, but just whenever you're doing this, make sure you have enough room to open up the door. You're gonna have to move them. Just be ready to correct him if he gets up to investigate my bicycle pump.
he's thinking about it.
Sit. Sometimes he'll actually lay down in that position. Hey, sit. He'll sometimes lay down.
Then I walk towards his paws and pretend to step on them. He hasn't done that with me. You can release him.
Okay, okay, come here. Now sit.
I won't allow a young dog to do that. I want them to use all their mental and physical facilities so I can wear them out during the day.
Okay.
I mean, later on, it's not going to matter because he's a very lovely puppy with not a bad temperament. But for now, I would make him sit if you tell him to sit. Want to try that one more time?
Sit.
He kind of cheated. He skipped the opening the door part.
When he tries to get up, just say, reinforce it. or-
Yep. You could correct him. I usually correct him or step into him, correct him, and then walk back out the door.
Okay.
Looks like he doesn't want to put his foot on the ground.
Too bad. It's not that bad out yet. Wait a couple months. Okay, you can release him.
Okay, okay, okay.